Hi guys, this is Toasty and we are doing another Things for Speed build today, and it's going to be a restaurant lot, but in my mind I am not going to build it is a restaurant, technically speaking it's a restaurant build, but I was inspired a lot by tea houses, especially those traditional either Japanese tea house or Chinese tea house. I'm really inspired by these ones. I've been looking at quite a lot of different tea houses online and like tea space, and sort of always wanting to make a very small kind of like a venue. I think in the past when I started making like in Sims build, like very beginning, I did a house called, I can't even remember, I think it's called Hibiki or something, and it's kind of Japanese inspired, and it has sort of like a tatami room with kind of a zen garden or something in there, and in my mind is I wanted that to be a tea house. But obviously back then that was like the beginning of when just the base game when Sims first came out, so there was no dine out pack or any restaurant or only shop related items, and I think there was a tea making machine or something, but obviously not as extensive as right now. But obviously with the dine out I was like, I really need to make a tea house, so yeah, I made a tea house. So the initial design, I really wanted to make a oval shaped building. Obviously you can't make circles in the Sims, there is no round object. Well, there is a round object if you want to make. You can only make balcony or stuff round because you have these curved edges, but you can't make round walls. So the closest I can get is this is like the closest I get to a sort of a round shape as I can get. I kind of wanted to make it round because I like the idea of circle being in harmony, and a tea room does give you this idea of harmony, calm sense of self well-being. So that in itself helped a lot in the design. So that I wanted to a lot, just to have a lot of different circle idea. But obviously in Sims, if you have a circle space, it does eat up quite a lot of footprint. And also I made this build kind of like in a diagonal as well, so it's kind of like a double, triple annoying to build. So yeah, that's one of the problem with it. I did quite a lot of experimenting. I didn't record it because it's not really that much fun, because all I did was just experimenting how I'm supposed to make a circle and have another circle around there, etc. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's a very, very small build this is, so I crammed in as much as I can. It does function as a restaurant. I'm kind of embarrassed because when I first built it, I didn't record this bit, but when I first built it and I had my thing going and test to open the restaurant, it wouldn't let me open because I totally forgot to put in a kitchen. So imagine, this is like, how can you forget putting a kitchen in a restaurant? How are you supposed to serve food without a kitchen? So I forgot all about that, so I hastily had to think about a way of stuffing another level, because at the beginning in the beginning of the build, I wanted the top, because this is 2 stories, so I wanted the second story actually has a staircase inside the build to go up. So the second story will be all where I have the chef's gonna be, maybe the toilet, etc. Maybe even cramming a living space if I had the potential. But I didn't, because when I first built the exterior, I deleted everything on the top floor, so it's kind of like a 2-story wall structure thingy majiggy. But I forgot totally about the kitchen, so I had to hastily add it underneath the build. So thank goodness that I didn't use a foundation, but I raised it up, like have an empty first floor. So technically actually this is 3 floors building, but yeah. And also I really wanted those I kind of wish I wish these columns can be placed whenever I want, instead of like columns can only play on certain grid on the grid. So it gets really annoying because I really wanted these like long rod structure. I couldn't find anything else in the Sims to like make it like I used those decors. I think the decor came with Dino Pad. I'm pretty sure it came out in Dino Pad, so it would be quite a good. So yeah, I guess this is one of those builds that I would recommend you get a Dino pack if you want to download it. I mean, a lot of my different other builds, it's like it doesn't really matter because structurally I usually use item that's kind of base game only structure wise, unless it's kind of decorative material. So so if you don't have some of the game packs or expansion that I have, you'll still be able to play the game. You still be able to download it, and it will be it'll look okay as much as close to as I envisioned it when I did it. But this, obviously I can't do that because this build, a lot of the exterior uses Dino pack stuff, and I think some of these are from what's that expansion? Get to Work expansion. So these two are pretty crucial to this build. So without that, you will have none of these exterior will be visible. And I kind of wanted that exterior. I really wanted. I can say in my head it was like I'm imagining these wooden panels that goes like around the build, and it wouldn't actually do very good when it's raining. It's probably gonna leaking, but in a sense, that's the beauty of it, I guess. Because a lot of these like if you go to these like tea party, nature plays a fairly big deal in terms of tea ceremonies and stuff. So being able to like bring in whatever's outside, harmony inside, it's a good it's pretty important bit. Oh, now talk about this, I completely forgot. I should have I might go back and edit it, because I did in the end putting a pond, but I didn't. I should have done instead of like a water pond, I should have done a sand river. Does that make sense? Do you guys have you guys ever seen those? Like if you go to Zen gardens, Japanese gardens, sometimes they have these they represent river or ponds and river, but they are made of sand and gravel. So each morning, either you are I think usually it's a Buddhist monk or someone who goes in the sand and they use a rake to form like patterns in them. So it's kind of like a meditation or a sort of like a thought cleansing in a way that represents the movement of the water, but without water, with sand, etc. I don't claim to know much about spirituality, but that's how I kind of understood it always. But yeah, I should have done that instead. So should I go back and do that? That's a very good question. Should I do that? I might actually go, but I kind of really like, you can't see it now, but afterwards when I do the landscaping, I just quite like the pond, so I might keep the pond, I might not. That's a good question. I might actually go back and I might do two versions. So I'll upload, yes, I'll do this. I'll upload this version with the original version with the pond, and I'll also upload a version with the sand river pond, and I forgot to add a cherry blossom tree. And I thought this is pretty, iconic to add a cherry blossom tree. I should have done that as well. So yeah, quite a few missed opportunities. Oops. But yeah, this building is, as you can see, very natural and nature inspired. So I use a lot of wood. It's pretty quick build. It's one of the smaller builds I've done, and because it's not got a lot of different rooms, technically speaking, there's only one table. It's very, I guess you have to market your food very expensive to make any profit in this room. But I kind of envision this to be one of those ultra exclusive restaurant when you book a one-of-a-kind dining experience, when you get the very best food, and you also not only buy food but you buy experience as well. So you don't need to have so many and then it's one of those restaurants get booked like super, like 2-3 years worth of people booking. You have to wait for so long to get a booking. So it's like one of those restaurants, probably extremely exclusive or whatever, but that I'm kind of envisioning it to be like that. So yeah, I guess this build, if you don't want to if you don't want it to be a restaurant, I would recommend turning it into a wellness center, maybe yoga center or something of that nature. Or if you place it in like granite fort and stuff, that could be easily could be made into a holiday spot where you have a little, I don't know, gazebo. Or you can actually download this as a room. I'm pretty sure this whole thing will count as a room because none of the inside and outside actually not. I don't think it's kind of separated, so theoretically speaking, you probably can download this as a rune and save it as a rune and then place it in one of your build as an outside gazebo. I think that's a pretty good idea as well. Yeah, let me know what you've done with it. If you add it into one of your build and part of your garden, etc. That would be kind of interesting. I'll find it really cool to see how it's gets done. Yeah, I'm doing the landscape. I'm actually kind of pleased with the landscape here. Like, I don't think I did a terrible job. I always moan about how terrible I am when it comes to landscaping, which is true. I am terrible. Oh, as you can see now, I still haven't figured out that I don't have a kitchen, so I can't have a restaurant without a kitchen. I'm still going crazy. I think I built this like middle of the night. I'm pretty sure I came back from work and I was building at like near 12 midnight or something. I was like, I need to go to sleep, but I just need to finish this. I need to place more grass. Come on. Yeah, I think I'm gone a bit crazy by that time, so I completely forgot about the kitchen bit. Yeah, I don't know, this garden, now I remember the fact that I should have done a different version, a more, I don't know, more maybe a more manicure garden, or maybe more Japanese Zen garden inspired. Yeah, I might do that. Should I do a fake little bridge? Oh no, yeah, I should do a little fake bridge and a sand pond thing, and then I should have done that, and then have a cherry blossom tree. That would be so stereotypical Japanese, whatever you think about a Japanese themed garden, that will come to your mind like immediately. But it's, it looks good. It does look good. I'm actually quite pleased with the pond. I did a little bit of tiny water feature as well in the pond. Yeah, I like it. It does reminisce one of the other build I've done. Like, I think I've done one of organic garden or something. One of the build also has one of those like a tiny pond in the front. I actually really like that build as well. It's one of those tiny build I've done in the past that I really enjoy. Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, this version of it looks kind of good. I don't mind it at all. But I'll see what happens if I manage to get a different alternative version as well done. I really should do that. I can't believe I just completely forgot. But it's a good thing that I enjoy the fact that with Sims builds, you can just post it and people download it. They might even change a bit pieces, like fit what they want, and that's the beauty of it. I mean, that's the beauty of having a very creative process that's also enable other people to be creative. Like, yeah, hear me, I'm just going crazy because I totally forgot the kitchen. So where should I put this? Where am I supposed to do this? I was like, oh no, whatever. I can't fit it upstairs. There's no space. Just build another building down beneath it. I think I'm doing a lot of these like wooden trusses stuff, like propped up building. I think 2 builds before when I did the modern, I can't even remember what I call things. I always give my builds very generic name, that's why I never remember any of them. But there's one that looks like a tower, like fire station tower, whatever, modern build. I think it was 2 speed build before that I built it. It also has a kind of a restaurant. It also is my first restaurant, but also has a similar thing. So I need to change it up a little bit. I think I'm beginning to feel like I'm a one-trick pony or something. I always do the same thing again and again and again, but I guess it's kind of a style. I mean, people say one-trick pony or whatever, but in another way of looking at it, it's just having a unique style, isn't it? I don't know. But sometimes I do need to change it up a little bit. I do envy people who innovate but at the same time also keep the identity. It's actually pretty hard when you're in a creative industry, or if you're just creative by a person, like say if you're a musician or an artist or anything, even an actor, etc. You get typecast, but it's always something that you want to strive for, is to be creative, be different, be known to be able to do different things, but also has a sense of your own brand, own self, and own creative stamp on things. I find that it's actually pretty difficult to achieve in real life. Like, it's not something that's easily be able to do, and in this very, very small scale, it's similar with people who do like YouTube videos or do like speed builds and building on Sims. Yeah, in a very small tiny little, I don't know, minute little way. Also, I should have made the lighting have different color instead of just the generic yellow. I wished I had kind of like a wall piece that's kind of like a sliding door. That would be... I still look for sliding doors, things, please. Let's have sliding doors. I wish. I can only dream, can I? I'm pretty sure this is almost done. I think I'm just adding kind of a few... Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. I think I'm gonna start building a sofa. Yeah. I was gonna just do a plonker sofa down and be done with it, but instead I did a kind of original furniture, combined furniture, because I wanted to look as if it's built into the wall instead of just a one piece furniture that doesn't look quite fitting to the theme, because I really want something very natural and organic looking, like really wood in terms of wooden structure. So all the other sofa a little bit too like this sofa, it's a bit too pompous. I don't know if it's the right word, but I feel like it's a bit too poofy and pompous and a bit, you know, a bit too much. So I wanted just a bench that kind of looks as if I love this wall piece. I think that also came in dine out. So yeah, I do actually kind of need dine out pack for this build to work probably, but I don't know, if you just wanted the general outside structure for it, for your build, if you want to add to it or change it, etc. I think it's a pretty good solid idea. Yay, there's another rock structure. I figured out I use that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm almost over. Yeah, I'm almost finished doing this build, and then we'll probably go into screenshots, and also did a little bit of a time skip to show you guys the different, like how lighting works in terms of like morning going to night, etc. And after that, what did I do? After that is the floor plan, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's actually, I like this build a lot. I kind of wish I added a bit more, but I didn't want it to like go crazy. Like I usually go bonkers. I think I might have gone big bonkers on terms of the landscape. So I guess the alternate, for those people who don't like the too much of a mixed bag of too much stuff, you might enjoy the alternative. Why am I saying that you might enjoy it? I didn't actually even build it yet, so I don't know what it'll look like. It might look like trash. You might prefer this version better, but I don't know. You can only tell when you see it. Yeah, I'm trying to like add a bit too much right there. It's like, I need those bare walls. They cannot stay bare. I need to add stuff. I'm terrible at this. I was like, always add things over and over. I tried to add a sign on the bill, but I was like, now think about it. Actually, sign doesn't make any sense. It's probably better to, oh yeah, and I totally forgot about the toilet. Well done, well done. Forgetting about the kitchen and then totally forget about that. You have to actually build a toilet, you know, wherever your customer wants to go. This is just not good. If you have any eating establishment, unless you're like a takeaway or something that you don't require sit down, but if you have any like seats, you should. I'm pretty sure it's actually by law. Regulation, yeah, it's definitely in health and safety regulation that you are supposed to have a toilet. I mean, in some sizes company you have to have both male and female toilet, and also disabled toilet. But if you're a very small establishment, one toilet would do, but you gotta have a toilet. Yeah, I added a little plank, it's not a plank, it's a shelf. I'm trying to mimic those baby changing table things in some of the toilet, because it's actually a pretty big toilet. So you kind of like imagine this being double as a disability and also a changing room, kind of one of those toilet that will fit all needs, etc. So I think that's pretty much done. Yay! I was the screenshot. I do like this. I like that bug tree. That bug tree looks really super nice. I wish that texture can be used on more wood structure. I'd love to have that bug tree texture on as a sink furniture. So yes, please Singer, you already sing, guys, please. And you already done the texturing, so it wouldn't take that much trouble to use that to other objects, I think. Anyway, yeah, this is screenshot, and this is the quick time lapse of the build, not the build, what am I talking about? Time lapse of just the lightning engine. I really enjoy the lightning engine. I like those bubbles as well in the floor, and it just gives a very mystic look to it, and that's super gorgeous. It's night. Yeah, I should change the light a little bit. I might fix it up before I upload or something. But yeah, that's pretty much all this time. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm happy the fact that people start subscribing to me and everything. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.